We finally found Lord Hien, and we're going to meet the tribe that he's been staying with. Oh, I need my... And turn that on. It's a marble. It's an Eastern marble. Yeah, it's a purple marble. Yeah, little land octopus is a much funnier picture, actually. Alright. There we go. Timer seems fine. A little loud. Alright, I turned it up for Final Fantasy 16. Yep, let me just turn it down on for me. Okay, hopefully that's good. My friends, I give you the Mol Ilo. The Khatun of the tribe, Timulin, resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. Game sound is a bit loud. Okay. If I had it here, yeah, let's do that instead. Okay. I am told you have a knack for making excellent first impressions, Celestia. Why don't you lead the way? I really love this outfit. I'm, like, so excited about this one. I don't know why. For all the grand promises my Lord Hien has made, would not do for us to falter now. We must earn the Mole's blessing. Smaller and more cozy than reunion. That music I hear, strange, somehow comforting. Wow, that's a big yurt. Yurt. Serena! Hi. Oh, it's you. Where are your comrades? Did you find Hien? Hello, are you the elder? At last, the traveler comes.
Tamarun Hatun, Serena, I am returned.
Let's see if Hien's any better with customs. Maybe he knows what to do. Yeah, that was probably an improvement. We didn't just bow without saying anything when we first got here. I'll take it.
Ah, you found each other.
Ours is the soil, Hien. The Domans, and the Eorzeans too.
You know us?
The gods
Yeah,
know
how
you,
does she know?
child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
The mole hearkened to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
Okay.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nardum, as a warrior of the Mole. Will you grant me this honor?
It really
To
is.
stand with the mole is fruitless. Hien, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardum, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
There's so many new vocab words.
I thank you for your concern, Serena. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me then. As Hartun of the Mall, I invite you all to join with us in the Nardum.
That was a lot easier than most things end up being for us. Let's go. Now we have to fight
Will
the
you look
Nodum.
after them?
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
It's gonna be like a battle royale. That
You.
sounds really fun.
Wait,
Us?
I would have words.
Me? Why me? What'd I do?
A singular
Sorry, I did bell.
radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance.
Okay.
Stars flicker and flock to you. Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare. Some are fated to rise in grace and glory. Others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end.
Where faded? Okay. What does that mean?
Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark. For you are a traveler, are you not?
I like the stars. And the light they bring us in the dark. Okay, that felt important, but I don't know what any of it meant. Wheresoever you go, remember that you are not alone. Remember that you carry the fire for them, and they for you. Okay. Wait, where's the exit? How do I get out of here? Oh, the door's closed. Forgot there's a door. Sorry. Thought we were locked in. We are the one that's gonna be the light in the dark, and we can't find the door. Great. Great. That's wonderful. Thank you all for coming, and for offering to fight with us in the Nadam. Though I still fear our chance is grim, I am grateful for your assistance. To be recognized as warriors of the mole, there is a trial you must overcome. But, before we speak of such things, there's another, more pressing matter. My friends, I must warn you, the path upon which you embark is fraught with peril. You will journey unto the far reaches of the steppe to confront a terrible foe, as did the warrior Bardam in days of yore. 3 days he battled with the demon ere he returned to his people. So it is written, so must it be. Many who follow in his footsteps perish, lacking in strength of body and mind. Therefore, we must treat you to a great feast. Huh? Huh? Okay. Have I said something strange? The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's testicles, therefore warriors should be well fed on the eve of battle. Ha 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 ha. She does have a point. You've been keeping busy in my absence. A brief repast may be in order. lest we collapse of fatigue and malnourishment in the midst of our trial. It does have a very whimsical music feel to it. Yes, just so. However, it will take time to prepare. Is there anything we can do to help? Might also give us a chance to learn more about your people and their ways. Well, if you insist, I'm sure that the others would be glad of your assistance. Would you go and speak with Dorby, Lise? And she's off. As for you three, you can help me with another task. For today's feast, the gods decreed that we lure Gulo Gulo to slaughter with entrails. Perhaps you could be the ones to do this? That your people look to the gods for guidance, I understand. But in your daily meals, I say, your grandmother must be quite busy. Some days more than others. But every night we come together around the cook fire. Even babes must earn their keep on the step. Give over the entrails, Cyrena. We will bring you a bounty of meat. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes, we just had them hanging out. You know, here's some entrails. Very casual, you know. We just have a large supply of them. Word of advice. Our quarry is wont to avoid the Zayla in their settlements, but is fond of flowing waters. Thought occurs to me. How about we make a game of it, Celestia? I have 6 bags of entrails with which we may lure our Gulo Gulo. 3 for you, 3 for me. Whoever returns with the greater portion shall be declared the winner. What say you? I'm gonna win. Then it is settled. Gosetsu will stand as witness. Let the game begin. Yay, no fair. Got a head start. Watchtowers which will ill are still visible. In the distance, it seems unlikely Gulo Gulo would venture this place. Okay. Oh, we actually have to pick our hunting spots? Oh boy. What if we go up here? What are those? They're like giant parrots. Attune to the definitely not wind elemental. How's this place? Footprints and wagon tracks are unmistakable on the earth. Perhaps there are Gulo Gulo lurking nearby? Sure. How do we set all that up? Nothing ninja. Okay. Area appears to be isolated, far from any Zayla settlements. Maybe Gulo Gulo. More Gulo Gulo. look creepy when they're standing up. Wait, there's another one up there. Mountain's been working for us so far. Keep doing that. We did pretty good. Oh, have you used all your bait? In that case, let us see the fruits of your labor. Huh. Oh, it would seem that, at the very least, you are the faster hunter. But speed is not everything. For my part, I slew 6 gulu-gulu. Aye, that you have, my lord. As for Celestia, 6 gulu-gulu did she slay too. It would seem you have met your match, my lord. Ha ha ha. Of all the possible outcomes, this is perhaps the most amusing. And perhaps the most auspicious. Though I would have preferred to win the day, I shall settle for the whimsy of the kami. Same. GG's, GG's. We go again. Yeah, he is gigantic. With that, our game is concluded. Let us return to Mol Ilo forthwith, and let us have Celestia present our meat to Cyrna. Thank you. Mayhap you are unfamiliar with traditional Zela cuisine. Let not its appearance deceive you. It is quite hearty and nourishing. Were it not so, I doubt they could have nursed me back to health. Should have seen the state I was in. Yeah, I don't know what the closest to a GG emote is. That would be really funny. Definitely needs to be added. What is happening over here? Okay. You are returned, Celestia. How was your hunt? My word, this is impressive. Or were you so hungry that you felt the need to kill so many? Well, I shall endeavor not to disappoint you with my cooking. It'll be a little while before the meal is ready. If you and Lise wish to fill the time, perhaps you could assist Dorby. He has many responsibilities and would welcome your help. Nor would you regret making his acquaintance, for he is liked and respected by all. You may find him by the other yurt, taking stock of our supplies. Dorby! Ah, one of the newcomers. Welcome. I spoke with Lise. I bade her help the children gather fuel for the cook fires. I trust it will be a good experience for all. For you too, perhaps. Seek them in the south, across the bridge. Bum, 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 bum. It's so quiet. Oh, I was very close to running off the edge there. Oh. Spearfishing. Okay. That's cool. Oh, its name is Purple. The purple merble purple. Wait, where are they though? Exactly where I'm supposed to be. Are you all down here? Oh. I apparently cannot see anything. Oh, Celestia, are you here to help too? Uh-huh. Great. So, I suppose Dorbe told you that the children and I are gathering fuel for the fires, did he? Don't need to be dry before they can burn it, of course. You do understand what we're here for, right? Only some people can be a bit squeamish about this sort of stuff. And again, you've never minded getting your hands dirty, have you? Anyway, we're trying to get 4 piles each. Good luck. Keep an eye on the children while you're at it, eh? Time to get our hands dirty, as it were. That's a crazy looking marble. And it's done. How do you do? Okay. Where are these kids we're supposed to be looking after? Oh, I guess over here. Okay. Like I've not seen a single child. Traveler, I will not lose to you. I shall find 3 times as much dung as you, at least. But do you have a chocobo? I have a chocobo. A lot of kids. Oh, you're Lisa's friend. You're here to help us too? Can't seem to find any dung here. Maybe somewhere else. Sunset. So pretty. Well, have you found your share yet? Good work. Hope you took the time to talk to the children while you're at it. At least you saw her. Apparently I didn't even see her at all the first time. Lise, look how much dung we have. Wow, I'm impressed. I thought we'd gathered a lot. Looks like we'll have to admit defeat. Dorby will be happy we found enough. Not just Dorby. Now we can continue making cheese. Not that I was worried. It was easier when we were living near that forest, but dung works just as well as wood. I heard them all move from place to place, but the gods tell you where to go. That must be hard on you all. Hard? Do not understand. Why is it hard? It's better for the animals to move, to have food to eat, land to roam. To stay in one place is harder, no? Yet. From the heavens comes the rain which nourishes the soil. From the soil comes the grass which nourishes the beast. From the beast comes the flesh which nourishes the Zela. Ours is the soil of one and all. They're so innocent. I love her eye color. That's very pretty. But you Westerners are like the Domans. You live in the same place, in villages. And all the villages in one place are part of a nation. Yes? Hien talks about nations sometimes. When he was injured, he spoke of Doma in his sleep. But I did not understand his word. Whenever I ask him about Doma, he just smiles and looks to the south. It reminded me of my mother when she waits for my father to return from a long journey. But Hien will not wait any longer, will he? Because you came for him, to take him back. Because his nation is more important. I'm not sure how to answer this. A nation is a place, I suppose. A place and the people in it. Maybe the things, too. But more than that, it's the history, the traditions, the words, the stories we tell ourselves and our children. Everything that came before, everything that comes after. The place we were born is part of who we are. We carry it with us, no matter where we go. Whoever, whatever we become, that part remains. That link to our fathers, and their fathers before them. It's not important to everyone, I suppose, and that's fine. But it's important to Hien, and to me. Some call them all fools for listening to the Elder God, but it is our way, our pride, our nation. Something like that. Something precious that you and others share, and that no one can ever take from you. We can talk more about it later. Time to go home. Dorby's waiting. I'll stay with the children. Why not go and let Cyrna know how we got on? Uh-huh. I'm nodding so much today. Yes, deliver the poop to Lise. Well, MMOs are something special. Welcome back, Celestia. Did you speak with Dorbe? Well, then you'll forgive me if I ask you to wash your hands. I'll pour you a cup of milk tea in the meantime. Milk tea. I want it. I'm ready. Give it to me. The meal's almost ready. We should summon Hien and Gosetsu. Have you found the chewy dough balls yet? The secret. The elixir of life. Guess we already ate. Lisa's fallen asleep.
She needed the rest. To come so far and carry so much.
I love nighttime campfire chats. The one we had in
Hien and
Heavenward
his
was
friend,
really nice.
too. Strange that they should vanish so soon.
Yeah, where did they go? I still remember the little campfire chat we had with Alphino and Justinian and Ysael right before we met Hresvelgar. It was so nice.
Ha! Ha!
Really? They're sparring? And Celestia is just hanging out chatting by the fire. I feel like that's in character.
Not troubled by your old wounds, I see.
Nor you by yours.
Yeah. All
I
the
know I should
fighting.
have fled with the others after father died, instead of blindly fighting on. It was reckless and foolish, and there was naught to be gained from it. Everything to lose, rather.
We know no path save the one we walk. I myself am in no hurry to meet those who have gone before. Not while I have still to make amends.
Well said.
Yeah, guess let's just fight everyone. Respectfully, as a samurai would. Shouldn't they be using, like, wooden swords or something? This feels
You are
really
none the
dangerous.
worse for your time in the wilderness. On the contrary, I would say you have improved.
Come now, your victories still far exceed mine. Or have you forgotten all the times you trounced me as a boy?
I feared I would not see you again.
Oh, Gosatsu. Seems
A
so
life
far.
so fortuitously saved should be spent wisely. Without regret would I have traded it for our people's amnesty had it been their will. Instead, they have called for the sword, and so that is what I must be. Until this blade is broken, I can but carve a path forward. Were you truly so concerned for my well-being? You never showed it when we used to spar.
How you cried when you lost, and when your mother tried to comfort you, and when you inevitably came at me once more, swinging your wooden sword wildly. Mina's little Master Shun. What a fine young man you've become.
That Gosatsu was fun in his prime.
A man should not be addressed by his childhood name. I've told you about that before.
Wait, it actually is.
The mask slips. And I was so close to cultivating a winning persona.
And of course, Celestia's there to see him get dunked on.
There will be opportunity enough for putting on airs after you have returned in triumph to Doma. Now is the time to show our true character.
If she didn't glow so much in the dark, she might be able to be a little more stealthy. She's the least stealthy ninja I've ever seen. I have to... Chun, was it? That smile.
Yes, yes. 'Tis a name my parents gave me as a child, but I should like to think I have long since outgrown it.
I don't think you're
But as
ever
you
outgrow
seem
it now.
determined to bring it back into use, I believe a match is in order. If I win, you will be honor-bound to divulge one of your darkest secrets.
What? I'm okay with this. Let's do it, Chun. Aww. The little moments of peace. I feel like that usually means something terrible is about to happen, but maybe this time will be different. Well, my friends, I for one am full of vim and vigor. I trust you feel the same. Then what better time than now to undertake our trial, become full-fledged warriors of the mole. Ken is ready to become a warrior of the steppe. Now then, Cyrna, you would tell us of the trial we must undertake that we might participate in the Nadam. Ah yes, as I mentioned before, to be recognized as warriors of the steppe, one must follow in the footsteps of the legendary warrior, Bardam. He embarked on a great pilgrimage, eschewing cart and horse, and walked for many malms until he came to a holy place, thereafter named Bardam's Meadow. There, at the altar, as he did, you must pray. The altar lies deep within the breeding grounds of the Yol. To complete your trial, you must tame one. Only then will your trial be complete. Fair enough. And where is the entrance to Bardam's Meadow? You must journey far, far to the west, beyond Chakazo, where lie the bones of a great and wise woman. Beyond the ruins of Seolayan, hidden within the mountain, is a narrow path. Follow it, and you will come to Bardam's Meadow. In this world, anything could happen. Would not have surprised me. Just points directly up to the sky. There's a floating island. Like, alright, that's where we gotta go then. Sounds to me like it'll be a trial just getting to the trial. Yes, more than you know. On the eve of the Nadam, many strive to improve their fortunes. Some by abducting and enslaving the warriors of other tribes. Be ever mindful of your surroundings, lest you be taken as well. Yeah, fierce nod. Ha! What grim expressions you wear while nodding so powerfully. Warriors such as you are not like to fall en route to a mere rite of passage. That is terrifying. This Nadam sounds so scary. We shall proceed with all due caution, yes, but let us not worry over much. I love tournament things in games, though. I don't know why, but it's one of my favorite things. But yeah, the whole kidnapping and abducting people. I assume it's just until the Nadam's over, but maybe not. I don't know. We will overcome this trial, and the next, until we stand triumphant. That is all there is to it, no? Uh-huh. With me, my friends, to the west, to Bardam's Meadow. Oh, wait, again! Oh dear. I knew I would forget. Here you go. Here, take these whistles. Once tamed, your Yol will hearken to their call. Thanks. We'll try them out once we finish the trial. Let's catch up to Hien and Gosetsu. Wow. You did it. Alright, sounds good. Conversation. Still have a long way to go, but I think I can see that monument Cyrna talked about. I don't see Hien or Gosetsu though. We should hurry. Alright. That seems like a good place to stop. And westward we are heading. Oh, well, I was gonna say something. It is really funny. Yeah. Final Fantasy 15 black car. Oh, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. That's okay. I don't know. Just driving around in circles. They're tearing up all the grass.